Alright, here's another update from Riviera Customs on the Malibu project. So, I cut the frame skinnier to fit more wheel. So, that's the reason why I braced the back, because it's so thin there. I'm going to have a built 9-inch rear end in it with a 4-link setup. Probably end up back halving the car in a later date. Until then, this is what I'm doing. I just have those two holes to cut out and fix. I gotta finish cutting that one. This one's good. That one's cut out. That one's cut out. That one's cut out. That one's good, and that one's good. And these ones just sit there. I'm finishing tying in this. Grind that down afterwards. I cut those out of here. Now I'm going to put a filler in piece there. And then that hole down there you see, that's where you're supposed to put the bushing, like tighten it and loosen the bolt on the bushing. I'm going to cut it out so that I can get my bushing in there, because originally you can slide it through the side when they were open. But I'm going to cut a square hole out of there, put it through, and then I'll weld a new square hole back in once they're mounted. If I ever want to take it off, which is a long time from now, I can just cut it open again, right? This is rotten. Somebody before me put like a L-shaped bracket to hold it on both sides. I'm going to take that out. I'm going to build one for there. But frame's pretty much closed in. Almost ready to go. It's all been coated. Just gotta recoat the parts that I've done work to, and then the frame will be done. I bought high performance polyurethane motor mounts. I'll show you in the picture I add. Red polyurethane mounts. I got all that done. Just getting it all welded in now. Finishing that up. And I just gotta close that in, and then the frame will be done. Just put a patch in here. Gotta drill that one out. There's my line for my center hole. And then just gotta drill that one out, and the frame is complete. It's ready to go. Now the body, earlier today, I did the back part of it. Got it all good and ready to go. And I did the underbody as well. Let me take this welding helmet off and get under here for you guys. Now this has all been welded in. I'll do that while the car's on the frame. I'll patch that leftover hole, but all new steel inner and outer rockers. Seam sealed and rocker guarded. The whole bottom of the car. Now that has a little rot to it. I'll fix it at a later time, but the mount itself is bigger. All that I'm cutting out. It's not going to have that lip there, so I didn't bother. I'm going to cut it all out even. with the back half, inner and outer, laying on my back. I have to cut that out and put a new box in there. Rocker guarded everything here. Let's crawl over here under the car. Done all that, seam sealed and buttoned up all the way down. The whole underbody has been done. I gotta cut that out and box that back in, and then that hole I can fix after while it's on the car. You know, a car all put together on the body, there's a lot I can just do on there. Now, this car isn't a $50,000 race car. This is a body that's gonna last as long as it's gonna last, and then after that I'll switch to a different body. The frame is the money. It'll have the full drivetrain and everything all ready to go. It's, if the body don't last, I'll pull the body off and I'll get another body. But what I'm looking at is, you know, doing what I can with this for as cheap as I can, and it's gonna be a sleeper. You know, I'm gonna make it look as good as I can, but in a way, it'll be a sleeper because it is a temporary body that could change from a Regal to a Cutlass to another Malibu. You know, G bodies, Monte Carlo SS. I can put whatever I want on this frame. That's why I'm focusing my work on this frame. Doing this frame the best I can. Built the whole drivetrain and everything, braided lines, tubular control arms, upgraded 9-inch rear end, and then eventually back half this frame. And here's my idea over here on the wall. Go from one side of the frame to the other and make an arch for the drive shaft. That would be from these points straight across, back half with an arch for the drive shaft to travel. And then that'll narrow the frame in, the inners of those. It'll be that thin. These rails would be there. And then all I have to do is cut along that seam. And then cut along there, take the wheel well out, cut the floor, and make it wider. That's an idea of what I'm going to be doing at a later date, but for now, it's all about getting it put together. Let's get it put together, boys. Riviera Customs here with the update on the 78 Malibu project. Lots more to come. The weather's getting nice. Make sure to subscribe, leave comments. Good or bad, don't matter to me. Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching. I will. Riviera Customs, here's an update. The Malibu project. Cleaned up the frame. Got the polyurethane bushings in. And we finished up the bracing in the back. Now I'm working on the mounting surface of the body, and then I can clean up the body and put it on. Show you what we're doing here. The body. Replacement metal. For this spot here. And that will be right there. Weld that in. And then I gotta cut that and clean all that out and weld my piece in. This car has seen its days. I'm doing my best to make it as good as I can. As soon as it's on the frame, magic will start happening. Stay tuned for the next update.